I'm going to do like I do in every other episode of this art vlog and inspire by creating original art. Kicking off this episode with a piece of cardboard art, and this one was somewhat inspired by the wildfires in Matts Creek, which is in Bedford County, VA, and also close enough to my home in Lynchburg. We weren't directly affected by the wildfires, other than a lot of smoke in the air, which did have a negative impact on the air quality. But over 2,500 acres, including part of the Shenandoah National Park, were burned to the ground. No matter how you look at it, this is pretty tragic and definitely could have been avoided. I call this piece Glimmer of Hope. What's a thumbs up with an X on the thumb mean? Well, my intention was to show you that things haven't been that great. But with any negative events, there's always a glimmer of hope. Sure enough, the rain did come and eventually put the flames to rest. I added the pretty pink rose in the hand to symbolize gratitude for the upcoming rain. Cardboard art has become part of my arsenal. It's cheap to produce, reduces the price of my art for those who can afford it much easier, increases the odds of people becoming collectors of my work, and good for the environment, being that I'm using materials that would otherwise be considered trash. Kind of funny because I've yet to sell any cardboard art, but it will happen at some point. It's honestly just the universe reminding me that I don't create art just for money. These subtle reminders are always handed out for a reason, and whether we know it or not, they happen at certain periods because we need to be reminded at those specific times. The lightning rod, a magnet for more than just the strike itself, absorbing it all. The sweetness of love, which in itself is a paradise of productivity and romance, mysticism, beauty and courage. The pitfalls of temptation and curiosity linger, and the defense response of the serpent awaits. It's truly a great responsibility, the attraction, and along with authority comes all the blame. It's worth it, and with our loyalty to love, we will take it all on together. It takes patience, longevity, strength, endurance, and honesty, but we will grow in conjunction and become the backbone of our realm. With the diamond remaining unconquerable, rising in its brilliance, our destination awaits, and with each great endeavor, we come closer to completion. However, this will not be the ending, but merely a chapter in our immortal legacy. Fulminate. Make sure you guys order an Oaksiders Fulminate limited edition screen printed sweatshirt by December 6th. Thanks again for anyone who's already ordered. I appreciate all of you. This next piece was created on top of this gold foil covered cardboard. Sam's Club has these 4-packs of cheesecakes and they're really good. But when I saw that gold foil, I was like, oh yeah, you already know. This one is titled, Yes, That Happened. Honestly, this is one of those works of art that I wasn't really blown away by, but I'm glad I created it because I do enjoy the overall look and the luster of the gold foil when light reflects off of it. No crazy mind-blowing subject matter going on here, just some basics. And yeah, it's just me mixing the beautiful with the grotesque to encapsulate one of my signature styles. Why did I write C in a dialogue bubble? I'm tired of hearing no. So yeah, that's pretty much it. No definitive meaning here, just felt like drawing an eyeball, rose, and a ninja star. But I will say, where there's a will, there's a way. And you know how much I love to say it. When the visibility is low, it brings out the anxiety in most, but I was taught and eventually learned to survive in the void. A wise man once told me, one of the most important life lessons is to be mentally stable when thrown into the unknown. Typically, we don't place ourselves there intentionally, but we're all going to be there at some point in our lives. This piece lives by the mantra to let it be what it be. Balloons are like memories of the past. Once they take flight, they disappear and become part of our forgotten or memorable history. Some things are probably better off forgotten, but how else are we supposed to learn our lessons? A fellow artist once told me he enjoyed my backgrounds and encouraged me to lean into it. It's funny though, because when he said this, I'm pretty sure he was talking about one of my redirected works, which had a pre-existing background already and was clearly the work of another disrespected artist. But he had a point, so I've tried to lean into my backgrounds more, and I feel like it adds a scenery which helps with the overall setting and narrative of the work. The portal is a symbol I use often. It means so much to me because it represents another life, and I had to escape my own reality by walking through it. On the other side, there was a better life for me, and even though it took some time, I finally entered willingly. This isn't a popular opinion, but money is imaginary and toxic. Its effect on my creativity has probably held me back, but no more will I let it. The rain is a blessing. It washes away the grime. Ever take a hot shower after a few days of not doing so? Tell me how that feels. Sometimes I'm the clown who attempts to say something funny, but nothing comes out. Chances are I've been interrupted by something or someone more important, and that's okay. My words didn't make it out for a reason. Probably a good reason, and if not, then it'll have to be. Accepting life for what it is can be tough, and in no way am I advocating to take what you get. But I am saying that if you lose your grip on controlling everything in life, you will have an easier time accepting things that don't always go your way. But don't get it twisted. I am a believer in manifestation. And overall, I will say we mostly create our own world. However, the universe does exist, and the all-seeing eye is always watching. So when things don't go your way, or you can't seem to see 9 feet in front of you, have faith, because you are a survivor of the void.